Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel today. Today I am sharing a layout with you for the Cocoa Vanilla Studio design team. And I started off let me just tell you, the collection that I used is Free Spirit. And I showed you there that I'm using this aqua and white wood grain. And what I did is I stitched around in messy circles with my sewing machine. So all I did was trace something round lightly with a pencil, and then I went around it super duper slowly with my sewing machine. I'm still a novice at using my sewing machine. I could do straight lines pretty well, but circles are a little challenging for me. But I think I pulled it off. It's not super duper neat, but it's got a pretty cool effect, and I'm really liking the way it turned out. And then I took the that sheet there. It's actually called Shabby Chic, which is a perfect name for it. And I matted it. I'm sorry, I cut off a 1/4 inch off of each side. And actually, I think it was a little less than a 1/4 inch off of each side. And now I'm matting the entire layout with that gorgeous like chevron pattern. And the back of that has like all these like really cool words and stuff. Oh, and my tape gun hates me. So you can see here. And so, but the opposite side of it is this gorgeous, I don't know, it's not called, I wouldn't call that a chevron, but it's like, I don't know what that is, but you saw what it is. But it's got all the colors that I plan on pulling into this layout onto that background sheet, and now my wood grain has like this awesome matting on it. So I'm really, really happy about that. So this collection is full of corals and aquas, and there's navy in it. And now here I'm going to play with my glue gun here, my ATG gun, because it decided that it didn't like me this day. So I took quite a bit of time and fiddled around with it. Oh, there, it actually worked. So the picture that I'm using is of my daughter and my husband, and we had gone to Marineland, and Marineland is in Ontario, in the province of Ontario, Canada, and it is a aquatic, I don't want to call it a museum, it's not a museum. It's like a aquarium. But they have like orcas and dolphins, and they have beluga whales and sea lions. So it's a really cool place for kids who wouldn't really get to see, well, even adults who wouldn't necessarily get to see dolphins, like unless you live in Florida or, on a, tropical island. You wouldn't necessarily get to see those things on the everyday. So this was taken there, and it's only about, I don't know, a couple hours from home. It's close to Niagara Falls. So yeah, so she was tired of walking, and but she kept saying that she wanted to go on an adventure with her dad. So her dad picked her up, scooped her up, put her on his shoulders, and they were going to go adventuring together. So it was really cute. So the title of my layout will be Adventure Awaits. And I think it fits. It's more of an inside thing with us because she just kept saying she wanted to go on an adventure. So, but still it's fitting. So you saw me there mat my photo, and I matted it with a lot of colors from a lot of pattern papers from the collection. So there was like the navy, really small floral. It's a navy and white. Then there were, a couple other ones as well. So I just picked my favorites from the collection, and then I decided that it needed to be a little bit more feminine, not just using the pink. And I don't care about using, a doily with, on a layout of my husband. Like, I don't care. As long as the page looks nice, I don't care. And he doesn't care either, so. Yeah, so I just grabbed the doily from my stash and um, just kind of put it behind my photo. And I was really loving those, um, what are they called? Like branding strips from the collection because they're pretty. Uh, there was like pattern on them and I didn't want to waste them. So I was like, how can I use this? But it just didn't fit with the flow of what I was trying to achieve and go for in this layout, on this layout. But I really did like this paper here that I'm making a banner out of. So one side is like you see that light pink and dark pink like random triangle. And then the other side reminds me of bubbles. I was like, this is so cool. This is like the cutest thing ever. And so I also decided that I was going to, well, I used like almost everything from this collection. And I'm using right now I think they're the accessory stickers. So it was like a piece of border that I just cut down and just created a layer behind that banner. And you saw me do that. I just took this scissors. I just took my scissors and made a small fishtail banner. And you can see I'm making another one actually from the top. And that's where my title is going to go. So I wanted two very distinct like clusters. And I just sounded like a Valley girl when I said that. I wanted two very distinct clusters. So now I'm taking the alpha that is from this collection. And they're so pretty. They're gray and they've got like a random they're a very light gray with a very random white polka dot on it. They're super, super cute. I really like them. So I spell it adventure. And I know from the get-go that I want my title to be Adventure Awaits. So I'm also going to end up pulling an alpha from my stash and using it. And you'll see that soon. So I'm going through the ephemera pack, and there's, oh my gosh, this collection. Okay, I love all the Coco Vanilla Studio collections because they're pretty. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you? That's why I applied to be on the design team because I love their collections. It's like I can't pick my favorite. Like, I love the Wild at Heart that just was released, but I love this one too. Like, all of it's me. Like, I mean, you could be very modern and minimalistic with this collection, with any of the collections, and you could also be very frou-frou and frilly and girly and, you know, very busy with this ephemera. It doesn't matter. You know, like certain collections, you can only do so much with them. The Coco Vanilla collections, I feel like are so versatile. Today's a fun day, guys. Welcome to my channel. So I'm going through the ephemera now, and I'm going to pick out the pieces that I think fits well. So I want it to be, I like embellishment. You guys know I heavily embellish my layouts, but on this particular layout, I wanted it to be, I'm distracted by a screaming baby. My husband is watching them. She must not be happy right now. What was I saying? Yeah, so I know the overall look. So you guys know that I embellish heavily, but I didn't want to take it over the top with this layout because I felt like I wanted the picture to stand out a lot, especially since I printed it in black and white. I didn't want it to get lost amongst all the color, but I am still going to add a lot of color. You guys will see. And this die cut here, I cut with my Silhouette Cameo. And it's from the, I don't remember what collection it's from. I want to say Color Me Happy cut file. And you can find it all on the Coco Vanilla Studio website. So I'll link you in the description box below. So if you have any questions as to where you can get this stuff, you can get it from their website, or you can also alternatively get it from some suppliers. So if you live in the US and maybe you want cheaper shipping, or I don't know, there are some suppliers that carry it as well. So I know for a fact that Paper Issues carries or will be carrying the newest line. I think it's shipping as we speak. And I'm sure there's other ones too, but because I'm on the paper issues design team as well, I know that for sure. And yeah, so you watched me as I was babbling on, glue on the other alpha, and that was just a darker gray. And because those ones aren't as sticky as the Cocoa Vanilla Studio ones, I decided that they needed a bit of wet adhesive behind it. I always have trouble saying adhesive. Like, what is my problem? What? Yeah, so anyways, so that's what I did. And before I glued that down, I added the die cut piece. So you saw me do that as well. So, and I love these die cuts, and I've used a bunch of them, and I cut a whole bunch of them from just plain white cardstock because I love the look of that. Like, I love it. And I think I've used them all, and I need to go through and cut more. They're good to have. Like, I mean, I don't know if any of you do this, but I definitely, when I like something and I know I'm going to use it, I'll cut multiples of it. Like with this cut file here, I cut it in different sizes, and I think I cut it twice. So on 2 sheets of 12 by 12, I just filled the entire page because I like them, and I think I might have like maybe one one flower and leaf left. So I need to cut more because I plan on using this for everything. Do you guys ever do that where it's like you do something repetitively until like you can't even stand it anymore? Well, I do. Like, I get obsessive about things, whether it's like food or songs or like things I need to do, or like a certain way I like my tea or my drink. Like, I'll do it until I can't stand it anymore. And that's the same way I am with scrapbooking too. Well, with cutting cut files, like I'll just cut like a whole bunch of them because I love it, love it, love it. It needs to go on every single page. Yeah, so that's that. So in the ephemera, I picked out that banner, and I knew that when I first saw it that it needed to go on the layout. And it's like an orangey coral colored ephemera piece, and it says the sweetest thing because her relationship with her daddy is just, oh, I'm so like enamored with their relationship with each other. Like, he adores his daughter. Well, both of them. We have a 10-month-old as well. So, but she's still smaller, but so she's just kind of figuring things out. And we're kind of figuring out who she is too. But with the 3-year-old, oh God, their relationship is incredible. I said, and I hope she never loses that. You know, they are definitely like kindred spirits, them two. Like, they always have like inside jokes, and like they get each other. They so get each other. So it's funny. It's funny and it's cute. So the ephemera pack has these like die cut butterflies as well, and you could see that I just used my paper piercer, and I just punched out the remaining bits of paper that weren't like out of the die cut. Does that make sense? And I just glued the center of the butterfly so that I can fold up the wings later when the glue was more dry. And right now I am taking the flare buttons, and I just used my hot glue gun to stick it on. And the one that I use is got this like gorgeous floral in the background, like a reddish pink floral, and then like a navy blue heart high. So cute. I almost didn't want to use it because I was like, I need to save this, I need to hoard this, but I need to stop hoarding things. Things need to come out of the hoard vault. I'm also using the enamel shapes, so I'm just tucking bits and pieces behind the ephemera, behind my photo mats. I also stuck one near the title there, so I thought that was cute. So I've been reaching for several types of adhesive lately. I don't know if it's just me, but I use my hot glue gun for like chipboard and certain pieces, and I'm using wet glue, which is the Scotch quick dry, and I use my ATG gun. I just use all the things, all the stickies, and finishing off with some gold mist. So that's pretty much it. I'm up on the Cocoa Vanilla blog today if you guys want to head over. Yeah, I appreciate appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.